So what I have here is a 1976 Scamp that I bought in December 2011, and I had rehabbed it on the inside and took it on its first voyage in May 2012. I pulled this with a Nissan Cube. So right now I'm actually charging one of the batteries. There's a battery underneath the seat here. This is actually a car battery, and I mounted it in along with an inverter. So I actually charge this for my fan at night, and I believe it lasts approximately about 8 hours on a full charge. Here I have a marine battery, and I also have an inverter. It's a powerful inverter. I believe it's 1500 watts. Right here is the solar charge controller, and also have a solar panel that I'll show you. But this trickles in the charge, but it isn't as fast because it's only a 13-watt solar panel. In here, I have a water pump system. I installed it myself. It's electrical, so you have to turn this on, and you can see that the water will come out. And it's only on the right-hand side. So there's a little drainage, and you can, and it comes out on the other side. You need to have a gray tank. With the inverter, I actually installed a little LED light USB. So what you want to do is just turn this on, and there it is, it's on. But basically you can just look on the inside just in case it gets really dark. So I have some power right here. This actually goes to the main box, and so once the generator is on, or if there's like if you have a huge plug at a campsite, it's really useful. Then you're able to turn on the fridge, and there's also a extension cord that goes all the way to the right, which is underneath this sofa. And so if you have an extension cord, there it is. So you can actually, if you have power, you can actually plug in that fan, so it'll go all night long. In here, since we're here, there's a Scrabble game. There's some steps. There's also some tools. There is walkie-talkie. Let's see, measuring tape, pens. There's even a Joby tripod. So if there's something that you don't think it's here, if you don't think it's here, it's probably in here. Under here we have the water hose for the water. There's also a pan, a little sweeper. There's also a lock for you to lock the generator. And there's also an additional cable chain. There's some chocks. There's a fire extinguisher. And there's also this little, if you see this little metal grate, that actually goes to the toaster oven. I haven't even used it. Let's see what else is in here. So there's also a battery light that I don't really use, but it's in there. So we also have a solar powered light. It's actually a barn shed. So as you can see, it's actually being charged up right now. I would highly recommend leaving it out during the day. Here we have the closet. It's empty for now. Oh, except for this. So I'm leaving this in here. It's actually a beach mat, but you can undo it and use it for a doormat, so you can wipe your feet before you jump in, so that can get dirty. Also have a carbon monoxide alarm. You can test this. Ooh, it works. I just had this installed. Here we have some food that you can use. So here there's some etc. stuff. There's a hat. There's some rope. There's a little dimmer light. Was going to put that in for the fan. There's a towel, sunscreen. More than welcome to use any of it. There's some plates, silverware. There's a propane grill. There's a colander. Scamp, cups. Under here is where the main power source is. And there's also the clothes stored. There's pillows. There's our little power source. So everything's pretty much plugged into the source. This is for the solar power. There's the solar panel, and it's a briefcase. So what you want to do is just plug this in to there, and it actually runs to the marine battery right here. So one of these actually goes to the solar power, and the other one goes to the sink. So what we have here is the barbecue grill. It's a picnic table size one. And there's some propane tanks. There's a hose. The hose is actually for the propane grill, the propane tank in the front. So we don't have to waste these things. There's matches. There's charcoal starter. There's a flashlight. There's a coffee maker. That's just about it. So it's really hard to keep this clean, so no worries if you can't keep it clean. Under here in this storage there is the water tank, and there is also a first aid kit. Here's the vent. You just open it like that, get some of the air out. And here we have some paper toiletry type stuff, some Advil, there's some dishwashing soap, oops, some that spill out, cups, plastic bags. Here are my personal toiletries, which you can actually use. They're actually stuff from hotels and stuff that's left over. More than welcome to use it. There's bars of soaps from hotels, which can be really convenient. In here there's some headlamps, and there's some lights that you have to plug in. There's some extra rubber bands for the drawers. And I'm going to put an extension cord, and there's also there's some solar panel accessories, which I don't think you'll be needing, but it's here. It's just a car plug charger. Oh, and this is really cool. This is actually to check your battery. So on either one of these batteries, you tap this with the left, and then, tap this with the positive, and here with the negative, and it'll tell you how full it is. So this is pretty convenient, so I'm going to leave that here. So I'm going to put the microwave right here, but whenever you travel, you want to wrap it up somewhere and put it either on the seat or on the floor to where it doesn't move. Whenever you use the microwave, you might want to use, there's a little plug right here. So whenever you use the generator, you can just plug it in and it will turn on. So I don't recommend using the battery for the microwave. I've actually done it once and it only used 6 minutes of microwaving and killed my battery. There's also a trickle charger here for this battery. Forgot to mention that. But I don't think it's really that necessary since you guys are probably going to be using it quite often. Highly recommend if you're using the generator. You plug this into one of the batteries that you've been using, so maybe rotate it. Sorry, I only have one charger, but anyways, yeah, so never let the generator go to waste without having this plugged into one of the batteries. And it's really easy. All you got to do is just plug it in right there, and then there's alligator clips, negative and positive. Okay, so outside I have a battery case that I use just for storage. What I keep here are some chains for the generator. You'll need to lock it up. Heard online there's a lot of theft. Hopefully that won't happen. So maybe you can use that bike lock if you want. Tie it up to a tree or tie it to another car far away. There's also a little AC, well, quote-unquote AC panel. So yeah, so you can get some ventilation there for the fan. Propane tank. This is the propane tank that I was discussing with the propane stove and the barbecue grill. So you just want to attach that hose and connect it. Whenever you park it, you want to do the stand, and this might be in the way, so you might want to lift it up for a little bit while you undo it. Wiring, pretty easy. All you got to do is just plug it in. Make sure that you don't run over it or anything like that. Make sure it's pretty safe. Here you want to crisscross whenever you tie these to your car, so it creates a little net. To undo this, you just basically unlatch it like this, and it goes up, and then to secure it, you just press it down. So sometimes it can get a little bit tricky, but it's still pretty easy. So I think that's pretty much it. I think I've pretty much covered everything. Okay, well, this is my 1976 Scamp. Thanks for watching.